Today I'm going to talk about not feeling sick enough to deserve recovery or treatment or whatever. First of all, I want to say that anybody who knows the Desserts Goo, they've literally just brought out a hot chocolate / cold chocolate milk drink. So basically you can heat it up or drink it cold, and it's amazing and everybody should get it. I think it's only available for people in maybe England or the UK. It's spelled GU, and yeah, they're Goo, they make desserts and stuff, and yes, they just brought out this drink and I just bought it and drank it and it was very nice. So yeah. So feeling not sick enough for recovery, that's probably the biggest, most common thing that I hear from people is I'm not sick enough to recover, I'm not sick enough to deserve treatment, that kind of thing, which is completely illogical. It's the most common thing, and I felt it myself lots of times before, but it is completely logical when you think about it. It doesn't make sense. So say you are somebody who got the flu. You wouldn't say, you know what, I'm just not sick enough with this flu to actually get better from this flu. You wouldn't get, I don't know, something that needed antibiotics, and you wouldn't say, you know what, I'm just not sick enough for antibiotics yet. I'm just gonna have to wait for it to get worse and worse and worse, and no, still not sick enough for antibiotics, no thanks doctor, I will not take them. No, that doesn't happen. You don't, you don't get a stomach bug and get throwing up or diarrhea, and you don't just go, you know what, I'm just not ill enough, I just gotta get iller before I actually do something to get better. No, that's not logical. That makes absolutely no sense at all. It's not rational. So please apply that to the same thing. You're not supposed to get sicker before you get well. That's not a logical thing to do. And if you are thinking I'm not sick enough for recovery when you have an eating disorder, that's already a massive red flag that says I'm really sick. Because if you're literally trying to get yourself to be sicker before you get yourself to be well, that kind of shows how ill you are. Just come on guys, you've got to think about this logically, because yeah, I know how it feels. I felt like that before, oh, I need to get sicker before I get help because I'm just not bad enough, other people have it worse, blah 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 blah. No, if you're sick, you need to get well. You don't need to get sicker. That doesn't make sense. That's not right. And if you're actually thinking that, then you can tell you're not right now. You can tell that you're already really sick if you're thinking those kind of thoughts. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything more to say on that. It's pretty straightforward. And I think, yeah, the best analogy I can make is that being ill with something else, like a physical illness such as the flu or something, no normal, healthy, rational person would say, no, I need to get more flu before I get less flu, and you have to think about it that way in terms of your eating disorder as well, because yeah, if you're sick, it doesn't matter how sick you are, and you need help, you need to get better. Being sick is not a good thing. You need to get better if you're any kind of sick, and the fact that you don't think you are sick enough proves already how sick you are. So yeah, please do think about that and realise that you need and deserve help right now. This is when you need it right now, because the eating disorder will try and make you feel not sick enough forever. You will never have that validation from your eating disorder when it says, yeah, you know what, you are actually sick enough, now you should go get help. No, because it doesn't survive that way. If it allows you to think that you're sick enough, then you will get rid of it, and that way it won't survive inside you. It wants to survive, it wants to thrive, it wants to control you and manipulate you, and dictate you. So if it makes you feel like you're not sick enough, you'll continue to listen to it and get sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. And you know what? People who are lying on their deathbeds from anorexia or other eating disorders, when they're lying on their deathbeds, they still don't feel sick enough either. So, you know, the only way to appease your eating disorder and feel sick enough, well, no, because you can't ever feel sick enough. You'll be dead. That's where it goes. That's where the path leads. There is no ever feeling sick enough. Your eating disorder won't allow you to feel that. So instead of feeling sick enough, know that you're sick enough. You know, feeling it, because feelings within an eating disorder aren't facts. You know, most people feel fat when they are not at all. Most people hate themselves or perceive flaws in themselves that aren't there. You know, feelings in an eating disorder, feelings and facts, completely different things. So, yeah, you might not feel sick enough, but just know that you are. Use your logical head, use your rational self, because you have to do that. You have to do that to recover. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say on that topic. You might not feel sick enough, but know that you are. You just are. End of story. There is no buts. There is no anything. There's no excuses. You are sick enough, and you need and deserve help ASAP, right now. So, yeah. So, yeah. Go find it. Please do, because you really, really do need and deserve to get help. So, yeah. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope your week is going well. It's really grey again today. It seems that the weather has taken a turn for the worse, and in typical British fashion is grey and rainy, which is surprising actually, because, well, it's not surprising that it's grey and rainy now, but it's surprising that our good weather lasted so long. It lasted all the way to the beginning of October, so pretty good going. But yeah, yeah, hope you're doing well. Already said that, but I do. So yeah, I will speak to you next week.